Say, man, what is up? It's 1090 J. I'm rocking with you and you're rocking with me. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. What they saying, Lil Zay. Saying Lil Zay got sentenced 14 months. 14 months for switching?
No talking.
No cap.
No talking.
Switch game.
3 switches right here.
And I put the bitches
That's just enough right there. That's enough. 1, 2, 3. That's enough.
The Glock switch has become a staple in hip-hop, turning handguns into fully automatic.
God damn.
But a lot of misconceptions surround the switch, and in this video we'll be fully breaking it down. On November 7th, Chicago rapper Lil Zay Osama stood in front of a federal judge in Brooklyn, New York. It was sentencing day, and Zay had pled guilty back in May to 1 count of possession of a machine gun.
Tripping.
On September 29th, 2022, an Uber driver picked up Zay and several associates from a hotel.
Uber driver.
The driver would know.
Guys, do not leave your switchies in Ubers, please.
Zay was holding a firearm during the ride. Dropping them off at a recording studio in Queens, the driver saw they left the gun in the vehicle, so the driver called the police. NYPD were located 40
Driver wasn't about that life.
Switch, loaded with 1 round in the chamber and 9 more in the mag. When asked, the driver would identify Lil Zay Osama as the one who possessed it. This statement alone was enough to build.
God damn.
What's happening?
We're gonna sort it all out. That's when you know you're going to jail, chat. Just anytime cops say just hang tight, we gonna sort it all out. Any of those type of, you're going to jail. They're not sorting nothing out. They not gonna tell you shit till you go to jail. It's crazy.
I'm the manager. He's being detained right now, so back up. I'm just...
That nigga said I'm the manager and they the cops. Nigga saying his career title and shit.
U.S. attorneys would submit a letter requesting to keep Zay in federal custody, labeling him a danger to society,
God
and even
damn.
quoting some of his lyrics, one of which...
Whoa, hold on. Despite criminal history, which includes a prior conviction relating to unlawful possession of a firearm, defendant has not been deterred from such conduct. In fact, the defendant, rapper known as Lil Zay Osama, has revealed in possession of firearms and made clear that he is well aware of the significance of a switch device. Below is an excerpt from one of his songs released in 2021. Every day a different Glock. Pussy boy, you know how I play it. I hope this song right here don't get in the hands of the Fed. Knee slapper, I guess he spoke too goddamn soon. Hold on. I hope this song right here don't get in the hands of the Feds. Hey, I just got a brand new Glock with a 50 and a switch. It got in the hands of the Feds.
Stated, just got a brand new Glock with a 50 and a switch. The then 25-year-old had already been convicted of criminal trespassing, reckless conduct, 3 counts of robbery, aggravated battery, and aggravated discharge of a firearm. Zay would be held in custody and only released after paying a $350,000 bond.
God damn. What the fuck? 350? God.
In January of
Isaiah Dukes.
2024, he'd officially be indicted on 1 count of possession of a machine gun and 1 count of possession of an unregistered firearm. Everyone expected this to be the rapper's demise.
Yeah, I was thinking my boy finna get like a cool 60 months, 48 months, you know, that's what I was thinking.
Forward to November 7th, Zay, having pled guilty to the machine gun and getting the 2nd charge dropped, was only sentenced to 14 months in federal prison, followed by 1 year of supervised release. Only having to serve 85% of his sentence, Zay will be home in less than a year.
Wow.
Immediately, he'd be accused online of snitching,
Wow.
Solely because of the fact that he didn't get a decade or more in prison. So how did he get such a...
How did he get it? Yeah, let us know.
90% of people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. A switch without a gun is still considered a machine gun. A switch and a gun is clearly a machine gun, and a machine gun under federal law is punishable by up to 10 years in federal prison.
Maximum.
Meaning you can get anywhere from supervised release, aka probation, to the max 10 years, depending on a few different factors. But as soon as the internet hears 10, they assume you'll just get 10 years for a switch. During Zay's plea
Shit,
deal,
I thought he
the
was
courts
still getting
calculated
48
his
months.
Offense level is 15, and criminal history is 2. The guideline range level is 15. During Zay's plea deal, the courts calculated his offense level is 15, and criminal history is 2. The guideline range for this level scored out to 21 to 27 months in prison, or just over 2 years. Zay's lawyer would counter with a 7-month prison sentence, highlighting how Zay's felony convictions came from when he was a juvenile at just 15 and 16 years old.
Okay, good lawyer, good lawyer.
2 misdemeanors. His lawyer would speak on his Chicago.
Good lawyer, good lawyer.
At only 14, Zay was shot in the chest.
God damn.
His lawyer would also cite multiple cases in which defendants were sentenced to less than the guidelines. Taking it a step further, his lawyer would point out the unlivable conditions Zay had to endure while inside of MDC Brooklyn as rats and roaches flooded the facility. Inmates would suffer indefinite lockdowns, imposing solitary confinement-like conditions, furthering mental health issues, and leading to multiple inmates being killed.
Damn.
Zay's lawyer, Don Florio, was lawyering her ass off. Zay was in New York to perform at Rolling Loud. He was on his way to an interview when a firearm was left behind, and that firearm wasn't linked to any previous crimes. Zay's lawyer would again take it a step even further, pointing out rappers are often targeted for their wealth, and just 17 days before Zay was arrested, rapper P&B Rock was shot and killed during a robbery for his jewelry. Man. The lawyer would top it all off with the
definitely can't be out here lagging it.
According to the Sentencing Commission, between 2015 and 2023, there were 49
this nigga should have had some damn security taking Ubers and shit. Why is he taking Ubers? Nigga, a rapper, he ain't got no like dedicated drivers. Nigga taking Ubers.
With the median sentence being only 19 months. Zay had already served 8 months total fighting this case, and another 4 months from a state case, meaning he's already been incarcerated for 12 months.
Yeah.
Now the U.S. attorney would argue back, highlighting Zay's DNA was found on the weapon, and request he be sentenced to 27 months in federal prison. They'd also try to assassinate his character, speaking on Zay's 2023 arrest, following a high-speed chase in Illinois, where police found a Glock 29 with a laser extended magazine and a switch, and a Glock 19 with a 50-round drum and deface serial number. At the time, Zay was wearing a $90,000 necklace that was allegedly, according to the U.S. attorney, stolen during an armed robbery in New York. At no time...
Zay, why? Oh my God, what the hell is these niggas doing? What?
Operation ever brought up in this case. At no time did Zay ever point the finger, arguing the weapon belonged to anyone else, and at no time did his lawyer or the U.S. attorney highlight a 5K1 or any other factors that would have reduced his sentencing by cooperating. In the end, Zay would receive 14 months in prison, 1 year of supervised release, and a recommendation that he be housed in FCI Thompson, closer to his family in Chicago. With the internet claiming Zay must have ratted, he'd take to his Instagram story addressing the rumors saying, "Stop believing everything you hear or see on the internet. You really think you can get 30 years for a switch? Hell no. I don't care what state you in. Facts. But switches is dangerous and carry 3 or 4 years, maybe less, depending on your background. But they becoming a problem in a lot of cities, so it might be worse for you. Different strokes for different folks."
Oh, he tagged 1090.
Don't look at my situation and think you need a switch. Cause it can end bad for you. Stop playing with snitching for real. Have 1090 Jake look up my switch case. Now, not only did Zay get a sweet deal, but he's also signed to Warner Records, could afford a $350,000 bond, and a New York top lawyer. So to sum it all up, if you ain't rich, don't toe the switch. Nah, I'm just playing. To sum it all up, because of his weak criminal history, right? Because they're not using anything that he hasn't been convicted for.
Yeah, that do make sense. He was a juvenile beforehand, so yeah.